we're gonna head down to the basement here. Down these stairs is the men's bathroom and a storage unit that we actually already have some gear in. At the bottom of the stairs here, you can see a motion sensor called the music box. Anything interferes with that, of course we will as we walk down there past it. It'll start to light up and start to play music. We do have a camera set up down there, a REM pod, and a couple of recorders. A lot of claims of activity down here. In fact, recently posting on the Haunted Saginaw Facebook page and other social media, when we let the city know and the fans know that we were investigating this location, they all say, I went there for years, for 20 years, 30 years, whatever. But they all kind of said the bathrooms were one of the scariest places. You could feel being watched. Some people have actually said they've been pushed. So we're gonna head down there. So right here, as we breach this area, this will certainly set off the motion sensor. So, storage room first. We'd like to establish contact with whomever seems to reside down here in the basement. A lot of people have told us about you, have told us you certainly make your presence known. In fact, some have even said they've seen you, a rather large, imposing figure. I'm curious to know who you are, as I'm sure you're curious about who I am, who my friend is, and what our intention is. Wow, look at this. This is pretty cool. All the marquee letters for the theater. You can tell this shelving unit was built years ago. That's awesome. Absolutely love this place. I mean, that's Americana nostalgia right there. You know, I really wonder if whoever you are, if you used to work here, what ties you've had or have with this theater. Did you used to put up the old marquee? That almost sounded like a verbal response. If you used to work here, if you could tell us your name, we could look it up in the old records. We could let the family know that owns this beautiful place that you're still here, that you're still keeping guard, still keeping watch. You know, I've stated as I've walked through this building many times, the family has no intention on chasing you off, and I am not here to get rid of you. Not at all. But rather here to understand, to be able to report to the owners who's in the building and why. Almost looks like fire damage. It is. Wow, look at that. Something burned here. Jeez. That's super dangerous. This whole place could have gone up. I wonder what the hell would have done that. I can see there's some fire damage here. Do you happen to know what caused that? Could you tell us? Hello? Yeah, that could have been a bad day right there. That could have ended the whole theater. Perhaps you helped save it? There we go. Nice and quiet now. I could hear you better now, in case that was you that tried to vocalize to me when I was standing over there. Did you used to work at the theater? Could you answer that, please? Now it's deafening quiet. Jeez. What's that? Did you hear that? That came from above us. Again, it's just trying to lead us into a different direction. Well, I'm not going to go chase that sound. I'm down here specifically right now to communicate with whoever's down here. Got the old soda fountain, pumps and hoses. You know, the more we walk around this theater, we just fall in love with it. Such a beautiful place. I could see why it's so peaceful down here. So quiet. It's kind of the heart of the theater down here, if you will. I have a device here on the floor. If you look to where my light is, if you could come over here by it, check it out. It'll light up. It'll make sounds. In fact, I can show you. If you could do something like that, I would know for sure that you're here. That could be a great way to communicate. No pressure if you want to do it. If you don't, that's okay. We're looking for clues and information. We're looking for anything we can find out about this beautiful place. We want to keep it open. We want those letters to always be able to go up on that old marquee for all the people in Saginaw to drive by, to know that it's still there, still entertaining people for generations. There's people that have come here when they were children that are now grandparents and bringing their grandchildren here. That's amazing. That's just fantastic. Tom and Stephanie, they're trying to help carry on that legacy. Does that appease you? I hope so. Certainly wouldn't want this place to go anywhere. Jesus. Man, that startled me. I ain't even gonna lie. Whew. You probably got a laugh out of that. That's all right. I would have laughed at me too. I would have done the same thing. We've been going from room to room to room. I know there's nooks and crannies we haven't yet explored, and we will get to that. But we were told so much about the basement here. Matter of fact, the bathroom, I'm gonna head over there now. That's where so many customers and patrons have had very bizarre experiences. I think that's definitely us setting that off. It's false positive. It's definitely a heavy feeling. Although, you know, it's down here in the basement. It's been closed up for quite a while. It sounds like something just dinged right there. Like something tapped. Did you tap here? Can you do that? So far, I've had virtually nothing on the K2 meter. No, nothing out of the ordinary. No spikes. Huh. Let's head back into that other room there. Very interesting place. Very interesting basement. I truly would love to encounter you. And I really have a feeling that you're here. And I believe that you spoke to me earlier. We're going to have to review our audio. But I would love to know what you said. Can we help make some kind of peace between you and the workers, the renovations? Is there a way that we can keep everything nice and calm here, peaceful? That sure would be the goal. Matter of fact, the lockdown has ended here in Michigan. Customers are going to start to return sooner than later, so there's never been a better time to kind of rectify everything. Matter of fact, I'd love to come see a movie here. I wonder what the first film they're going to show is going to be. Right there. I just seen something right there. I saw you. I definitely saw you. Please come back out here. I saw you standing right here and I saw you move very quickly over there. There's absolutely no reason to run away from us. I saw you were a fairly tall man. I could see the figure, I could see the outline. Now I couldn't tell if you went toward the staircase or if you went this way toward the bathroom. Would you like to communicate with me? Would you like me to come out there? Would you like to come toward me? I'm going to step out here into this little area. It never set off the motion sensor either. It definitely did not go off. We know we saw you. I know I looked right at you. and you darted this way, I guess if anything, I guess I can take that as some solidification that you were there, you were listening, you could hear my message, I was conveying something to you. I'm going to stand here for another moment. If you would like to communicate, you can come right here. And if you don't, I'll stop and I'll go to another room because I appreciate the time you gave us. Okay? REM pod. REM pod. Okay. Are you in here? Went off for sure. That's right. That's exactly how you do it. Could you do that for me one more time? We could do yes or no questions. We could try to talk this way. That'd be amazing. If there are more than one of you here, could you please touch that again? Could you let us know if there are more than one of you here? Are there only one of you here? Feel free to light it up. That was definitely amazing. Something definitely lit that up. And I saw somebody standing right there, and it was tall, it was pretty big. Right there. I guarantee that's exactly that apparition that they've seen, that shadowy figure. Motion sensor went off. All right, we need to get some cameras placed on here. Let's just let them run. We'll get one over here. We'll leave that one up and running, and we'll get one down here. Let's go do that. So that was actually pretty amazing. We went down into the basement where the men's bathroom is and that storage area. Went down there, started to communicate, talked about the old marquee letters, different things like that, trying to find out what could the attachment be. Did one of these spirits work here? Previous owner, customer? What is it about this place? I know I heard some type of verbal response, but honestly, there was so much noise down there from the dehumidifier and everything else. Couldn't really tell, but we're gonna definitely analyze the footage, the audio, see if we can hear anything. Also, the motion sensor went off a couple of times, and those were not the false positives. It legitimately went off a couple times, and the REM pod went off. And I truly believe that whatever's down there was literally touching it the way that I showed it as some type of an example. The king action of everything was turning that corner. I was talking, boom, there it was. A full-on shadowy apparition, very tall, basically about my height, and a pretty large shadow. You could tell we had kind of a moment where it realized that I saw it, and it darted. And I couldn't tell if it came up this way or if it went around the corner toward the bathroom. Either way, that's amazing evidence. We're gonna set up cameras right now. We're just gonna let it run. Hopefully we catch something on stationary, and then we can review it, highlight it, share it with you guys. But that's great stuff. So definitely very happy that we were able to catch something like that. Now hopefully we catch it on video.